Hi, welcome back to my fodder experiment. So I just want to give you guys an update of what I've got going. Now remember when I said in the last video, our stuff was stunted just a little bit because we didn't keep enough heat on it, or I didn't keep enough heat on it at night. It got a little cold, even though it's wheat and it will grow in the winter, or it's a winter thing, it's a cold weather plant, but it will slow it down tremendously. So let me show you what we got. We've got tray number 1 sitting here. And you can see, about how tall it is. Now, normally it's up in here by day 7. Like I said, it's just because I stunted this growth down a little bit, but as you can tell, it's really catching up. Let's see if I can pull this up here. Look at that. Nice root system going on here. Well, technically, I could feed this right now if I wanted to. However, I am going to give it another day or two just to get everything caught back up so that I can get back on a 7-day cycle like I'm supposed to. So here we are at tray number 2. Okay, number 3. And then number 4 has got nice growth in here. Number 5 is sprouting nicely. Number 6, see the baby sprouts? And then there's just day number 7. And if you look really closely, you can start to see little sprouts in there. So you can see the difference, how fast things are starting to pick up now that I'm keeping the heat on it at night a little bit better. So, like I said, this kind of threw me off. But once everything is through its cycle, we'll get back on a 7-day and we'll be fine. Just I had to get the heat all under control. Now let me show you what I did over here today. Okay, I took down my big tall system. I don't care about climbing up on a ladder, but when I'm gone, Mark, on the other hand, is not a fond fan of ladders, let alone getting up there to water. So what I did is I came down here and I broke it down a little bit, okay? So I brought us down. We've got 8 shelves, so I've got a double side here. Okay. Not worried about this little small shelf here on the very top. This is for day 1 and day 2 or something like that. I mean, I can go clear up to day 3 or 4 before I have to worry about it. So you get plenty of room for a tray to come in and out of here. All right. And then as I work it, I just shift them down. Now I have an extra shelf, which is a nice thing right now because right now I'm having to run a day or 2 extra to catch us back up. But at the same time, I'm not using my full shelves right now, so it doesn't matter. However, it gives me a place to put my lamp to put some heat in here. This is the sheeting off the original greenhouse. So, you can see that it's a double walled, so it will hold the heat in better. Got it on both sides, the top. Now, I did run out of it because I used all kinds of scraps that I had. That's why it is why you see stripes where it's all hooked together. So I've got to come up with something for my 2 ends right now. At this point in time, it's not cold enough to really worry about it a lot, so I'm probably just going to throw plastic over the ends of a nighttime. And we've already closed up the greenhouses as far as the big things, the doors underneath and the big door, so it's helping to hold the heat in, so it's a little bit better. But anyway, this is going to be the second setup. I'll be setting some stuff here, and let me show you what it looks like with the plants inside. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so I've just stuck these in here. The reason I move from the top to the bottom is because as the plants get bigger, like 1, 2, down there, they really don't need as much light to grow. You literally don't have to have hardly any light at all to grow these systems. A lot of the people are growing them in almost complete dark or just a little bit of grow light. That's about it. Just a few hours. I think it's like 6 hours of daylight is all you really need. So even sitting in here, there's light. There's plenty of light to grow. So as they get bigger, I will shift them down more. Gives the ones that are just sprouting a little bit more sunlight and things. So I just stuck number 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s over here on this side for right now. And since I have all this room, then I just came back over here and put 5, 6, and 7 over here. They're getting that afternoon sun coming through the side of the greenhouse. Just a little extra, not a big deal. So, everything's looking pretty good. I do have some of this white, we get a lot of this white styrofoam in from in our plant boxes for insulation. And I may use that and put some of those together just to make a temporary cover for this front until I can get some more of this sheeting and stuff. So it just take it on and off or stand it up there and prop it up. It doesn't matter. Piece of tape, whatever. So anyway, there's the update on the fodder system. And just here in just a couple, 2 or 3 days, you can see a big difference in how things are growing. And just an FYI for any of you guys out there that eat healthy, wheatgrass is really healthy for humans also. We've had woofers on the farm that juice that. It's very sweet tasting. So there's nothing right there that you can't eat yourself. I mean, granted, I might not flush it with pond water if I'm going to eat it, but take it in and rinse it off. It isn't going to matter. It's going to be clean. So there's the update. Switching this around. I also, real quick, I get a lot of this reflective, these are cooler bags that you also wrap geraniums and stuff in when they come in so that they don't freeze. And so since it's going to start getting colder and this is where it's going to set, I put some of those cooler bags on the concrete floor underneath here. That will keep that cold from seeping up into the bottom shelf. But it's not a big deal that it gets a little cooler on the bottom, because by the time the plants get to that shelf, they are okay. It doesn't matter. But I should be able to hold 70 degrees in here for pretty easy with all this. So anyway, there is the update on the fodder. So if you've got any questions or comments, thanks for the ones who have already commented. I appreciate you watching. And I will catch you later from Red Dotch's Farm.